Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oops, that's upside down. My name's Heather. I'm the Songbird Stamper, and I'm here today to show you another 3D project, perfect for a little gift or for craft fairs. This cute little thing is made using the Pansy Patch suite of products. We've got papers. I've fussy cut these out, and there's a stamp set as well, but there are dies. And yeah, sometimes at this time of year you can get a little bit fed up with Christmas. So I thought I would bring you something not Christmassy today. But this is going to be perfect, I think, for those craft fairs in the new year, birthday gifts, anything like that. So I've put this sentiment on: your kindness means more than you could ever imagine, but you can put any sentiment on there that you want it to. And it's super simple to make. All you need, 2 pieces of cardstock, both measuring 6.5 by 17.2. All the measurements are going to be over on my blog, that's just up there, and the link will be in the description below. So if you want to know how to make this, you don't want to write anything down, just pop on over to the blog post and you'll find it all there. There's a piece of design series paper. Now that is from the Pansy Patch designer series papers. It's got some beautiful ginghams in there. We're going to use these flowers as well. Beautiful spotty patterns. There are loads of different papers in there that you could choose from, but I really love that purple, being my favourite colour anyway. This is Fresh Freesia. It's gorgeous. So that measures 3.3 by 14, 3.3 by 14, and these are both 6.5 by 17.2. Okay, and all we're going to do is take our scoreboard or trimmer with the scoring tool, and I'm going to score. This is going to be the base, so they're both the same to start with, both identical. Okay, one's going to be the base and one's going to be the lid. And all you're going to do is score one of them at 1.5 centimetres on all 4 sides. So I'm using the right hand marker here, just because I find that much easier. So dead on 1.5. And this one is going to be scored at just under 1.5. So zoom you in. So there's the 1.5 mark, and I'm just going to pull it back ever so slightly. So it's about a paper. See if that can focus on there. About the width of a piece of paper, so not quite a millimetre. And I'm just going to score that at just under 1.5. And then you need to remember which one is which. So this is going to be your box lid, because the lid needs to be slightly bigger than the base in order for it to fit on. So zoom you back out again. So on your lid, then what you'll need to do, just take a circle punch about halfway along, just a small semicircle, about halfway along, just punch that out. And the same on this side as well. These are little thumb grips. And what they do is they just help you to open the box. So when you hold the box, you've got the base to hold on to and the lid pops off. Okay. So now we know that that's our lid. Now we're going to turn both of these into the box. So I'm going to fold and burnish all of these score lines. Don't forget to hit the subscribe bell if you like what you see on these videos. I'm going to be producing lots more videos in the new year. I love making 3D projects, so I want to share those with you. So don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the little bell notification as well, because then you'll get actually notified of when new videos come up. So that's all the score lines folded, and then all you're going to do is cut little notches in each of these. Now you can either do these two this way, or you can go round in a circle. I tend to go round in a circle just because it makes it easier for me cutting wise. Same on your box lid. I tend to try and cut down the centre of the score line. sometimes there's a real kind of right way and wrong way. You need to get it perfect, but to be honest, on a basic box, it doesn't really matter. And what you're going to do is pop some glue on. Probably going to use the Tombow liquid glue. Pop it on all four sides. Find that I can really spread this right into the corners, which is what you want when you're making a box. You don't want loose flaps which can get caught. And then all you're going to do, it doesn't matter where you start, is just fold those in. Line up the edges and the tops. It's a bit fiddly because it's quite a small box, but just give a bit of patience with yourself. And remember, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly perfect. By the time it all comes together, it'll be fine. Tend to get a bit sticky though with this glue, so you do have to be a bit careful. Just line that up and press it down. So that's your lid because it's got your notches in. Same with this one. Now, you might have heard me if you've watched some of my videos before, I don't decorate my boxes until after I've made them. Some people would say decorate it while it's flat because it's much easier, but I think I've made too many boxes in the past that don't actually fit together to decorate them before I put them together. So I want to make sure that it fits before I then decorate it. Otherwise I feel like I've wasted all my designer series paper, and that would make me sad. Whereas card, I feel I can just be a little bit more loose with. Doesn't matter if I mess up a bit of card, it's just a bit of card. But paper, gosh, it's so pretty, isn't it? It feels a real shame. So that's why I always make my boxes first and decorate them after. Okay, so this should be our box base. Now the moment of truth. The lid should, because we made it just that ever so slightly bit bigger, fit on the base, and it's going to be, you know, a fairly tight fit, but it should fit. Okay, you don't want it to fall off, so you do want the person to be able to get it off again. So that's it, and that will fit. I haven't told you what this box fits yet, have I? That will fit 3 of these gorgeous Z Grip zebra pens, which I picked up from Smith's, I think. So I made this box just to fit these 3 pens. I love making boxes to fit things perfectly. You just measure things and then you can make your boxes up. So we'll fit those in there now. Put the made one aside. Pop the lid on because that will hold it together a little bit more. Possibly could have made that lid a bit bigger, but there we go. It does fit. Now all we're going to do is grab a piece of design series paper. That's going to go on the front. And this one, like I said, was 3.3 by 14. You could put that on the side if you wanted pattern paper, but I wanted the decoration on the front to kind of stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to line that up and stick that on. And then what I've done is I've fussy cut from the paper that I showed you 2 of the pink flowers, I think that's polished pink, 2 fresh freesia, and then we've got some of these leaves here as well. These were stamped from the stamp set, which is this one. And it's that leaf and that bit there. It's got some lovely sentiments and font in this set as well. It's gorgeous. And all I've done is stamped off in soft succulent for the base and then stamped off again for the top one. I didn't want them too dark, so I've kept it really, really light in soft succulent. And then I'm going to decorate that using some dimensionals. You can do this however you want to, but I'm just going to show you what I've done here. And that one's going to live there. And I've tried to get a little bit of shape in these leaves, not too much. And that's going to go under there, but I'm going to pop my second pansy on first. And that one can just tuck under there like that with a little bit of glue. And then a pink one. And then another leaf. If you wanted to, you could pop a dimensional underneath the leaf and have it kind of double dimensional. Might be a bit much, but you know. And then if you will need to, just trim off some of the stalks so that it fits underneath. That's better. So yeah, that's a bit high, but you know, you can kind of play around with it. There we go, that's quite nice. And then this one's going to be the last pansy. And he's going to go on just down here. Another leaf. And then the final leaf. And I am going to pop a dimensional just under. I'd probably use the small ones, but that would mean getting them out. So I'm just going to pop this one under there like that. And then I've got a bit of space in my gaps here for some basic rhinestones. And use the Take Your Pick tool. I'm going for the little ones. Oops. And then I don't know what kind of greeting I'm going to have on here, so I'm just going to pop that on gently, and I might be able to peel that off. Now this greeting, this sentiment is from the Many Messages stamp and die set, and I just try and keep them in here. And that's the one that I used. Obviously the red doesn't really work. But you could do this for somebody's birthday, hoping your day is full of love, laughter and joy. I want something a little bit smaller, I think. Got happy anniversary, thinking of you, with sympathy and prayers. You could just go like that on the end. So I think I'm going to go, thank you ever so much. Nice little thank you gift for somebody. I love that, honestly, those greetings, and all you do is stamp it once, one big stamp, and then you die cut the whole lot out in one go. And I've just done that in 3 different colours and just keep them in that little box. And then I've got a sentiment ready to go whenever I want one. And then that gem can live there. And that, my lovelies, is that. 2 different variations, ever so slightly different, to fit some gorgeous, gorgeous pens. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Excuse my rumpled up grid paper. I must have caught that with my arm. I hope you've enjoyed that little project. Like I say, if you check out the link in the description below, you will find the full written instructions and some photographs as well for that project to help you make it. And if you like what you see, please do subscribe to my channel. Take care now. Nice to see you all, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.